Well, hello guys, welcome back. I had the weirdest dream this morning, and it took me a while to figure out. It was just so bizarre. And a guy I refer to as the General showed up. He has a military haircut, gray hair, still gray eyes, wears a charcoal gray suit. And he has this I refer to him as a general because he has this military bearing to him, not aggressive or mean, but he has discipline. And he really didn't care what anyone thought of him. And I know, it's so obvious. It's. And he told me to be sure to take advantage of anything that anytime I see something that I can take advantage of, take advantage of it. And of course, that is Loki taking advantage. He does have a military path with me. I know that sounds strange because we're talking about Loki, but he's the god of whatever he wants to be the god of. And so, as my patron, he outweighs everyone else when it comes to decisions. And even though Hermes asked me not to travel today, Hermes was real cheerful. He's like, "Oh, I asked you because I know you mean well, but you can never keep your promises, girl. You bad at that." So we went up. And this Dollar General is huge. I almost fell over. I walked into it because it looks real small on the outside. It's like the TARDIS. It looks really small, and then you walk in, you're like, wow, it's a full grocery store. Um, it seriously is. Dollar General doesn't sound really exciting unless you live in my town and you've never had anything as nice as Dollar General. I mean, we used to have a convenience store years and years ago. It was called the Company Store, and it was really teeny tiny, guys. And it did the same job as Dollar General in about a quarter of the space. So you had one selection of everything, which is okay, but this has everything. It's a full service grocery store, and then it's also Dollar General. They just really know how to place stuff. So we were walking up and down the aisles and we were all like, wow, because this place is huge. You can get anything there. Clothes, food, anything you need for around the house. And I was so thankful. I mean, it'll benefit everybody in this area because you don't have to take the bus anymore or try to get a van or something, try to get over Giant Eagle. We have it right in town. And I understood what Loki meant about taking advantage, and even Ogu's like, you buy what you need, don't worry about it. And I am frugal, so I do buy the cheaper stuff, because I honestly don't mind, guys. If I was, like, crying, if I was buying it and crying and not wanting to eat it, that would be one thing, but I honestly don't mind. So we got some pizzas, and we got, cheese, and we got meat, and we got, one of those Lunchable things, and soda, and, yeah, I know. And, all this other stuff. And we didn't spend half of our grocery budget, so we were really well pleased. We got bread, we got everything. So yeah, it was way cheaper than going up to the gas station. And as long as the weather holds out, I will be able to walk up. It was a little hard on me walking up because today it was like in the 80s and we're going to get weather back into the 90s, but I just have to check their store hours and see if I can like set my alarm some days and like walk up earlier. I got like fully cooked bacon and everything, guys. I'm so pleased with me. I don't mind buying smaller portions if I can get it cheaper. That's actually what I kind of wished Walmart would let me do. And Walmart's starting to become like an online Costco, which isn't bad, but if you're just one person and you're buying bulk size of something, sometimes you just never get through it. So it's really good. And we did buy, you can't see her, I don't think, but we did buy a little witch. They had their Halloween stuff out, like a little of their Halloween stuff out, and it's like filled with like those kind of like Runts candies. And she has feathers coming out the back of her head, so she's a very fancy witch. So we're really pleased with that. And hold on, I'll get her. So there you go, guys. Isn't she neat? We kind of fell in love with her. She's goofy looking. Yes, I'm aware that came from some pretty little bird, don't mention it. But, yeah, we fell in love with her, and she says, sour candies, which we'll probably never ever eat, but we fell in love with her, and I was surprised Loki told me to go ahead and get her, and we still came in, like I said, at like half her grocery budget, so I'm really happy we went up. I was thinking I would find something with not much there, and they had everything you could possibly want. I almost started to cry. People from town are all coming in real curious, looking around, because people in this town we're actually like really shy. We have the designation of a rural village, so we're like really shy. We are. We'll talk to each other. We'll talk to locals, but everybody's walking in like, I know we all look like country bumpkins. We're all walking around like, it's your daughter General, but we couldn't help it. It was exciting. I was just like almost ready to cry happy tears because they've got French fries and everything up there because we live here in what's called a sometimes call it a nutritional desert, which means you don't have ready access to healthy food or to affordable healthy food. Like if there is milk, it might be at a gas station and costs like $8 a gallon or something. It's not that bad, but you know what I mean. So to have a place where they have milk and cheese and meat and eggs, and they do have a healthy nutritional place in this Dollar General, and you can buy canned fruit and like fruit and more nutritious stuff. I of course got bear claws, but hey, they were a buck. Um, I really enjoy it, and I was really truly thankful to the gods because it's something we take for granted, right? Having stores. When we had the store that we had in town for decades, everybody took it for granted. We used to have a lot of mom and pop shops in town. Like we had a company store and we had the feed store where they would do everything for you. They'd cut glass and do everything else, and they had all your farming supplies because this is a farming community. And it was a really nice experience. And two, I was dressed the way I am, which I think looks decent, but I'm aware, I'm a bigger gal, and they were just as nice as you please when I walked in the door. Where, sometimes you walk into some stores and they're rude because you're bigger or because they don't like the way you dress or something. I thought I looked pretty good. So it was really nice. They were really friendly. They were really professional. They were helpful. A lot of stuff up there. It's nice to see that they have backpacks and everything, and the youngins can get it, and they have toys up there for the kids too. Not much, but some. Um, Stationery, everything. It reminds me of when we had our old store, but this is like I said, 4 times bigger. Not too big, not too big. It's not like Walmart big, but for this town, it's huge. I told the manager because she stopped to talk to me. And she says, "Well, we're having a grand opening in 2 weeks." I said, I've walked past this plot of land my whole life, and I said, I can't imagine how you fit all this stuff into it. And she laughed. She said, everybody's telling us that. Because if you walk past this plot of land before, it looked like nothing. You guys saw when we walked past, it looked really, really tiny, right? Super tiny. It's huge. So we're so excited. We can get ice cream and everything, guys. We're so happy. Prices weren't bad. Prices weren't bad. Some of them were a little higher, like some of the Giga stuff that you don't necessarily need was a little higher. But like candle prices, for us witches, candle prices weren't bad. Other prices weren't bad. Anything you might use for ritual supplies weren't bad. Coffee and that wasn't bad either. So it'll be one of those things where I will keep Walmart in mind. I will, but it's nice to have a freedom now of not having to make a $35 order and, like I said, sometimes take 8 of something where you really only want one. We did notice some prices were a little higher than Walmart, but Loki pointed out, Nogu pointed out, you no longer are trapped in that $35 order. You can come up here as you please, and if you only want to spend so much that week, only spend so much that week. So it's a blessing. And we were also blessed that our water bill came in. I know that sounds weird, but it was supposed to come in last month, and luckily it didn't hit us last month. It hit us this month. So we're blessed. We're lucky. So we got that paid. So everything's going really well. We are going to get the underwater adventure to you guys. We tried out something else first, and unfortunately it was pretty bad. There were certain things I'm sensitive to, loud sounds, screeching sounds. Yeah, I couldn't play it comfortably, but I didn't write a review because it was clearly not designed for me. There's some people that like light splashing in their eyes and they like screeching, but if I have a light box strapped to my head and the earphones are right here, I'm sensitive. I can't do it. But it wasn't designed to be mean. It was just some people actually like that style game. But we'll get you to the undersea adventure. And Loki was very proud of coming up as the general because he has fooled me all this time. I thought it was another god. And he even said when he first met me, because in this dream everything seemed like bedlam and these people got me. And I realized no, they were the gods, but I did not want to work with them. And when I don't want to work with you, I would just cross my arms and stonewall you. And he came in and he rescued me. And he's like, he walked over to me and he's like, "You really have an attitude." And I said, "Yeah, well, I'm not working with them." And he's like, "Listen." And he reasoned with me, and he's the only one that can reason with me. And I was grateful to see him because I can be totally furious and antisocial and ready to go to war. And he's the one that can walk through all that and go, "Now listen, we're going to be reasonable about this." And I'll agree with him because I know he'll give me a fair shake. I know he won't cheat me on it. So it was kind of sweet though too because he countermanded anything Hermes said. So Hermes will be here kind of, maybe. I think maybe Hermes' time might be over because Loki's just very proud and pleased of himself and he's putting claims on everything. So he was really happy. So I offered him, we got like one of those Lunchables. I offered him that and made him some coffee and some orange drink because we still have that orange crush. Yeah, squeezy bottle stuff. So we have that. And we've just been, working really well together, and it's been really good. And I'm profoundly thankful, guys. I mean, we're living in a crazy economy that can now put food on the table easier. I'm extremely thankful. I mean, I get to go out there and pick and choose, and I get to have cans that don't look like a monkey sat on them or something like that. I was kind of afraid to, eat some of the cans, so I've been eating my way through them that Walmart sent through the mail and got all banged up, but now I can go and pick and choose and have what I want, so it's gonna be good. And if I want to go up there every day and I just stay in budget, I can. That's the fun thing. I'm gonna be really enjoying this. I forgot my Coke in my cart. The girl goes, "Is that yours?" And I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And she says, "It's okay, because it rolled underneath you put the baby chair out to put your groceries in." And she rang it up, no problem. We're down at the gas station again. If I don't spend a minimum amount of money, like 12, 15, something like that, they won't do it. Dollar General's like, "We don't give a crap. Go ahead, I'll scan through." So I really appreciate that, guys, because sometimes you're on a really tight budget and you're like $12. Ooh. So yeah, it's really cool, and it was cool to see everybody in Harmony up there. We were all so excited, and we were all shopping, and we're all like, "Oh my God, it's so cool!" So yeah, it was really awesome. And if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I know we should where I live. I don't care. It's like, oh my God, really? People know where most YouTubers live. I mean, everybody knows where most YouTubers live, so I'm not worried about it. So I will see you guys later. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.